What's good, my good peoples? Okay, Rios is calling, so I'm gonna answer while I'm online. Rios, you on speakerphone? I ain't got my phone hooked up like you yet, so they don't hear it through the thing.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm just making sure that we're in the live. We're gonna be in the right live because I'm on live talking to people, and I'm gonna drop the link in here, and we're gonna jump over to your live.
Oh, appreciate that. I'm on live now. I see so many people fall in. Yep.
Can you send me the link? Or what's the? Hold on, I'll find it.
Okay, I'm
live right now.
Huh?
I'll go find it.
Okay, just it's backslash Good Luck TV.
Okay, I'll find it. And I'm about to drop it in here.
And I'm gonna send you a link. I know you gotta do your son thing, but I'm gonna send you a link too. If you want to jump on, jump on.
Okay.
All right, bet.
All right.
What's up, my good people? It's top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you, man. Top of the morning. What's good with it, man? Just getting my stuff together. I'm just getting on live. I just talked to Rios. I know he was doing this thing this morning. I was moving around. So shout out to everybody in the chat this morning, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all for falling in. I appreciate y'all for settling in with your bruh. One good time. Yeah, that. You know what I mean? Oh, do I look different without the glasses? Always got my shades on the other pod. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah, it's 9 out here, so you know what I mean. It's still top of the morning for me. So for all you East Coasters, good afternoon to everybody. How about I just say good day? Good day to everybody. Good day for falling through. Glad you come in and have a morning, afternoon talks with your boy. For my people on the West Coast, you already know what I'm talking about. People on the East, good afternoon, man. Maybe I should go get the glasses on. Tafashe is definitely in the building. Yeah, man, I'm just dealing with all this. I've been heavy on social media lately, like looking at all this news and all this stuff going on over here on the West Coast. I know me and Rios talked about a little bit on my last live, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Rios is definitely in the building. Hey, Rios, man, let me send you an invite. Let me see. I'm just working. Hey, and to my people who's falling in, I'm new to doing live streaming by myself, right? I'm always usually with somebody. I'm always usually with Rios, who usually is controlling all the stuff, whatever. But for me, I'm learning like in real time, right? So I'll be slow to stuff. I'll be trying to get it right, but I'm going to get it right and get it going. So I appreciate all you falling in the building today. You know what I mean? We got some good conversation today, man. I want to talk about some things that I've been seeing on the internet, some things that have been a lot of silliness, really, when they get to it. And I hate to I don't want to seem like the type that be disgruntled about a lot of things, but it's a lot of silly, idiotic behavior, right? And, you know, I think people are paying for it in real time. You feel me? So, yeah. Let me see. Let me get this stuff together. Yep. But yeah, man. So I'm let me send a real link if I can send him this link real quick. One second, and we're gonna get this thing started. One second, Real. I was about to send you this link real quick. I know you're busy, but if you can, cool. If not, don't even worry about it. I'm saying if you get some open time or something like that, we all good. So sit. Where we at? All right. Let me see. Yeah, that. But look. So I've been tripping it, right? Like, I've been following. So, who I remember my man Dee-1, my man Dee-1 from New Orleans. If those who don't know, he's a rapper. Some will call him an activist. He's a teacher by trade. He's been teaching since a young pup. He been all his life been doing academia, right? And he's been in the news for like the last couple of years, heavy for, they would say, kind of like talking about rappers who are glorifying like the violence and the thug stuff, whatever, right? And we know that's been a conversation for years. And it's crazy that we are seeing in the last just like 3 or 4 days, we got a big raid that happened. We got another rapper who just been arrested for murder. Well, paying off some people for some murder, pay higher murder. Another rapper who been sent up to jail from murder. And a bunch of stuff going on. We just had the Young Thug trial that passed up a little second ago, right? And I'm just sitting back like, damn, like, so y'all was killing him when he was on y'all head about like, y'all should turn some of this down, because the real reality is that most of y'all ain't even really with his life. Let's start there. No, I didn't post on Instagram because I didn't even know I was going live. I just jumped on, so I didn't post on Instagram or anything. Or maybe I should take a little Snapchat or something like that and post it, but I didn't. But yeah, but I was tripping because they was on his head about that, right? And he was going so hard, but then the results was of what we're seeing today. We're seeing, I watched a raid happen like we all did. We watched a raid happen the other day, and the feds are openly saying how they were, a lot of the investigation. I mean, obviously there's some snitching going on. It's a lot of people snitching, a lot of people telling, which happens, right? But they got a lot of information from blogs and interviews and podcast interviews. And, you got to feel like an idiot if you sit in jail and you got to go over the stuff in your head that you've been saying on these interviews that's going to be replayed in court, that's going to eventually get you sent up. This is the feds. So, like, the conviction rate is what, 98%? 99%? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all bad. It's all bad. And you know how I go, honor amongst thieves. So if you start with the snitching first, and I understand this conversation may be outside the average mind frame of an actual just civilian, right? Who don't engage in crime and don't rub shoulders with anybody who is in crime. But I feel like we in the chat, we understand what's going on, right? We all come from these different places. And whether you were involved, you knew somebody who was involved. You was next to a nigga that was involved. So, what I'm saying to you ain't foreign, right? But like, when did it become cool to be actively talking about these things on the internet or TV or in front of any camera? What's the point of running from police when you're doing something if you're going to talk about it on an interview later on? You might as well stay there and wait for the police. You might as well do the crime and take a sleep, right? You might as well do the crime. While you flocking the house, you might as well make up the bed and go to sleep. Let the police come get you. What's the point of like doing all that flocking or doing a robbery or laying somebody down for you to be in an interview talking about how you did this? Which is crazy to me. Now, here's the thing, though. Like my man said, when Adam started paying for it, right? But that's not the only time. You remember there was a Vlad before there was an Adam. And before Vlad, there was somebody else, right? But Vlad was kind of like ushering in that kind of crazy, wild interview where the rappers start talking all their business. And I can't blame just Vlad. I've talked about this before, where the rappers are to blame too. Or the whoever doing the dirt, they blame too. If you're gonna sit up in front of a camera and talk about your issue on camera on open cases or other niggas' cases, or like, I can't just blame Vlad. Like, you the idiot. Bunch of niggas in jail regretting the time they. It's stupid. And I don't get it. I'm just like, man, like, now we got to sit here and talk about y'all for I don't know how many news cycles, because, there's the raid that happens, then the people turn in, then you got to talk about that. Here come all the people going to be talking about what they knew and didn't say. We got to talk about that. Then as the trial moves further along, and we get to reading this whole affidavit and read all the transcripts, right? That's new news. So now we got a couple of months of talking about your dumb ass sitting in jail. Right? And whether it's snitching or talking on podcasts, it's all jumbled up now. And that's crazy. It's crazy. And see, and to that point, what you say, Axe showed up at Adams, and they're making fun of the situation, saying if they wanted to get a RICO up on them, they go to the platform talk. See? Because they playing with their life. They playing with their life. Look, man. Here's the thing I don't understand, right? And people have talked about this. And to all the people in the chat, you guys understand, like, the common sense, and what should seem like common sense is that these people are on a podcast and they're getting like a lot of views, right? Whether you talk about the brick babies and you want to talk about even the 4 extras, or you want to talk about whatever Adam got going on, or Whack 100, whatever he's talking about, or whatever's going on, right? They getting tons of views. So hopefully they're making some money. They're bringing in traffic. They're making some money, right? Pages are monetized. The ad dollars are coming in. Hopefully they making some dollars. So you found a way to make you some legal paper by being on the internet every day, just argue with another nigga across the table, and then you start talking about crimes, and then you start getting into beefs over these in front of these cameras, and then jeopardize the money that come into your bank account every month from. What's the point of getting 100,000 views, 1 million views for an interview if you're gonna talk about a crime you did last week? I don't get that. I don't get that. It's not smart. That's not smart at all. And now niggas looking at Dee-1, not me, because I've been new, and people who know Dee-1, we knew what's up. They like, oh, he was right all along. Yeah, he was right. What you mean? I remember Dee-1 called out Rick Ross and Jim Jones for just, I guess, some music they did, whatever. And these niggas, they responded to Dee-1 talking about they give turkeys in the hood. Family. What are we talking about? That's what we talking about. Like, what are you talking about? He talking about your music, inspiring people to do dirt and all kind of stuff, or you glorifying or paying into the pockets of criminal enterprises, and so niggas can do criminal shit. And your response is, you don't know me, I give turkeys away in the hood? What? What is? I'm not even lying. I'm not even being extra. You know me, I'm good for a good story. I'll make one up on the spot, but I'm not even being extra out. That was their response to that. And it's all. I just heard them, and to make it worse, it's the mentality. I heard Jim Jones say on a radio station that being a blood is no different than being in a fraternity. Homie, I got blood homies. I got Crip homies. I got SA homies. I got all kind of partners. It's not the same. It just ain't. Okay, you get initiated to get in. That's where it stops. And let me give you some real facts too. I would rather, now this is gonna sound crazy, but for people who understand, you're gonna feel me. I would rather I'm talking about just the initiation process. I would rather get put on the hood and deal with that initiation process than I would of weeks or a month to however long a hazing is. That's crazy. And no, they're not the same. Game banging is game banging, homie. I don't care how you put it. I know we probably got game bangers in here. It's reality. It's not the same. So for a nigga to open his mouth on a public platform where people are listening to you, learning from you, liking you, whatever they doing, for you to say that out your mouth, it just lets you know the state of hip hop and where we are today. So when you do see a raid or something crazy happening, when people are snitching on each other all day long in front of these cameras, it shouldn't surprise you. Because it don't surprise me. It don't surprise me at all. I'm watching it be done. Right? I watch the homies. Look, that's why the homies inspire me. Cats like Rios, who's up at the crack of dawn every day, doing his podcast, doing our podcast, doing a podcast with the girls. He created a network outside of Ace Boys, and still got Ace Boys Network. Still do the Ace Boy Worldwide. Still do all that. Right? Like I watch him. He could be out in the streets doing something else. We all got the homies and the connection to do whatever else. That man is a married man who is a husband and a father and now a podcast owner and network driver, manager, president, basically. You know what I mean? So I don't hear no excuse from no nigga talking to me about what you be doing out in the streets when you got access to have legal paper and take care of your family. I don't want to hear none of it. And here's the thing. It used to even at least impress the chicks. The ladies ain't impressed. That used to be a thing. I'm 45. I remember. I know what it was like when the homegirl didn't want to talk to me because the homeboy gang bang and she won who she thought was tough, even though I beat this nigga up. She thought he was tougher because he gang bang, right? I was there. I remember the 80s. Very clear. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's interesting watching these times and what they turned into. Because some of the old rules were there to protect, and we're finding out that they don't apply in this era, and people are, you know, for lack of better terms, reaping the benefit of the wrong side of that, and that's crazy, fam. This is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you learn? And see that by him saying that. And first of all, I would have went to the grave with that story, right? But just saying it, he probably told it in a way where it was low key, like what he thought was cool, or they were different, or down, or whatever they thought. But when you think about the sick process of that, and hey, let me tell you something. I'm old school, right? When it comes to how we raising our kids, and then so. It's kind of a parent's issue, but not really, because sometimes your parents can't stop what you was doing. My parents I got great parents, and I still was out here doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing, so I can't blame them all the way, right? But you could see signs of what you picked up from your folks, whether present or not, right? And a lot of it, you can see the root, what's a rooted issue. You like, okay, your mom was ignorant as hell. Of course, you ignorant as hell. No, I no disrespect. The word ignorant just means you don't know. You're ignorant. So you just be saying stuff, just speaking, right? And it's real. That's it. That was crazy to do that, right? You know, I remember I read. I don't know if y'all remember Snoop from The Wire. The Wire was one of my favorite shows. I remember I read her. She had a book called "Is it Grace? Grace After Midnight?" I got to look it up. Snoop. Remember Snoop from The Wire? She had a book called, I think, Grace After Midnight or something to that effect. It was a book about her life. And she talked about how she always been gay. Well, she felt she was always gay. So her uncle, when she was like, maybe like 13 or 14, something like that, her uncle bought her a prostitute to try to like disgust her like with sex and then make her go the other way straight, which it tells you the mentality of what was the uncle on? That don't even make sense. So she got the prostitute to have sex with her, she ended up liking it, and it confirmed what she already knew she was. Right? What kind of backwards thinking is? What kind of backwards thinking is that? Right? But it's the rooted issue I'm talking about of people doing craziness to try to solve our trauma issues. Because we got them. You know what I'm saying? Rios.
Hey, what's going down?
What's good, man?
What's going down? What's the
Hey, man,
business,
thanks for falling in, man. I know you're a very busy man, but I do appreciate you falling in with me this morning, man.
Absolutely.
I do appreciate
my
that,
mic
bro.
is a little low. I don't know why my mic has been so low lately. I got to figure it out. Maybe do a reset.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, your equipment been suck lately. So I was going to tell you that you might need to.
Real shady over here, man. Real
Even though I've been doing this for a
day.
day, I think I should let you know that you got to get your stuff together.
I got to get my shit together, man. What's going on? My mic is all messed up. Everybody playing is low. I got to do a hard reset or something. Some software update I got to do. I'm going to figure it out, though.
But yeah, I was just talking about the ignorance and a lot of us, the way we are raised, and then the things we are showing on a public setting, on these public platforms, the way we are. And obviously it goes all the way down to the raise that's going on. Yellow Beezy just got, I don't know if he got arrested yet, but he got a case a case for paying off the kid. They allegedly paid off the killers who killed Mo 3. Rest in peace, Mo 3, dope artist. That happened. And remember Young Thug's case? There was all kind of stuff going on in that case.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I'm just looking at the rooted issue of, I titled this episode, D-1 was right all along, right?
D-1 was right all along.
Yeah, and remember, he'd been pushing this line for at least a couple of years now. And they talked about him. So, I mean, a lot of us was rolling though. A lot of us was like, nah, he really on that real. Like he really saying the realness of what is actually going on. But a lot of people talk bad about him. I remember Joe Budden went bad on him on a podcast episode, talking about he hating and why he in niggas' business, why you gotta bring up niggas' names. And I'm like, man, the problem is a lot of us don't say more of that. Don't do more of that. If I can't hold Rios accountable, then what kind of friend am I? Or do I actually care about what Rios is doing?
Yeah, and also, at what time do we stop protecting the predators?
Then there's that.
At what point do we stop this mentality of where we grew up in a mafia and we got these mafia rules for civilians where we're protecting these predators? Like, hey man, what you talking about that? Free everybody. Free everybody? What is that for street justice? Because I don't think it's free everybody.
Yeah, it's not free. Man, they would say free the most insane psychotic people. Dog, I remember, and I'm not gonna say his name. One of my homeboys. I remember they had to do like a little try.
You want him back out here? Like, wait,
they tried to do a little campaign of free my partner, one of my boys, or whatever. Nigga, in my mind, I was like, I hope they never let this nigga out.
Hold on, look, I'm about to I'll talk to Ayana real quick. I'll be right back.
For sure. Hey, just put on speaker so we can hear your conversation. Hey, Jen, I'm keep 100 with you, man. I don't even know how to do that from here. Like, I think I got to go into YouTube. I'm on a program called StreamYard, so I'm going live. It's through YouTube, but I don't even know how to mob people up through here. I do want to mob people up, which I'm cool with, but I wouldn't even know how to do that from here. I'm trying to click little buttons, whatever, and I don't even know how to do it. I'm keep 100. I'm learning. It's a learning process. So what's dope about it is that once I get to going and my channel get popping one day, and I got a huge community, and y'all in here, y'all get to remember. You get to say, I was there when you didn't know shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you was pushing buttons and doing all kind of, because I don't know nothing right now about this. I'm just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I do want to mob people up though. You know, I'm always with for those who were there first, down first, because all the people in here, I know y'all come from Rio's chat, and that alone for me is the type of loyalty and commitment that I want my community to be. I would love for my community to be like, yo, let's go over here and support, or let's move over here. So hats off to all y'all just for doing that. That's love off top. So while I'm gonna figure this thing out and get it right, build my community up, man. I do want to see all y'all because I feel like also that you guys are part of my community because me podding with Rios. I love the fact that how y'all get down in the chat, the way y'all interact. A lot of the personalities are like family. So I'm glad y'all here. So when I learn how to mod people up, I'll get to doing all that. I don't know how to do it right now, Rios, is what I'm telling them. I don't know how to make people mods and stuff yet, but I'm gonna figure that out. I still got some levels to get to when it comes to like building this thing out, but I'm gonna get it together.
I'll show you next time you're over here, or I'll FaceTime you or whatever. We'll get it.
Dope.
Right now,
and I figure it's a way I can do it in here, but I don't know. I figure it's a way I can do it in here, but I don't even know how to do it in here.
You got to do it. It's on YouTube. You can't not on the.
Oh, not on StreamYard.
Not on StreamYard. It's on YouTube.
Okay. I'll figure it out though. But yeah, man, I'm just tripping off that because I was telling before you jumped on. I don't know if you heard me earlier. I was talking about how this one situation. If we speaking just about the raid, right? That one situation is going to carry on for at least for the news cycle's sake. Well, I guess all the way up into Citizen, right? Because it's a bunch of stuff that happens after that. People start snitching, new stuff start happening in the court. You start seeing clips of somebody telling or somebody lying or something crazy happening in the court. So all these are like, it's going to be newsworthy things.
Yeah. Constantly.
And really you get to sit back and like, damn, what's going to hurt my heart is to watch somebody sitting in court and you got to watch your dumb ass on Adam 20 No Jumper or whatever podcast talking about a crime that you actually did.
Right. While he's sitting there not giving a damn.
He don't care. For him, it's numbers, views, and all that. He don't care. You seen his response.
He said, I have a really busy corn schedule, so it was hard to focus and get it up. Like, he don't care about y'all, man. He don't care. He just running through black men. That's all he's doing. You on that platform?
He's looking for the next thing. If you notice, there was the look. So here's the thing. No Jumper was popping earlier, right? But it was another level when Pun, 80, and T-Rail went over there. Mm-hmm. Another level turned up over there, right? Then that happened. So now what happened was it legitimizes No Jumper a little bit for having what we deemed, we know them in real life, but for the world to deem as, okay, they got quote unquote real niggas on there.
Yeah.
Who are having real topics, who are bringing real people through and like having like these funny conversations or whatever. And then, so once you start getting people out, and then I think DW Flame was after them, right?
It was, no. After AD, T-Rail, and them, it was, what's his name? Crip Mac.
Oh, Crip Mac was, okay. Yeah.
Did they after the Hoovers left? They brought in the neighborhoods,
right?
And then a Whack 100 brought the gangsters.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Like, yep.
It was all a play. And why I say he ran through.
My bad. It's Ho Jumper.
Why I say he ran a play is because he's just running through people that are willingly, like, once he got 80 in them there, he got the black acceptance. He got the black vote.
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
I mean? Like,
for sure.
Really, to be successful in any entertainment field, once you get the black vote, you're good.
Yeah.
And then once you get the black vote, you move on from them and you do what you want to do.
I wonder, are people seeing it? So just like you laid it out, are people seeing the pattern?
They are, but they don't care.
Like, see the pattern? So, like, Brick Gone, 4 Extra Grown, like, right? It's like you watch Crip Mac, Brick Baby, DW Flame, 4 Extra. Whack is still around, right? But it's like somebody get locked up, they bring in another nigga who is like the new gangbanger on there that's gonna start going viral or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. It's like we're watching this pattern of like people. It's going to eventually self-destruct because it can't sustain itself, right? It's too many. First of all, there's too many enemigos floating in and out that office, right? Eventually, everybody gonna not be cool because what we understand about the podcasting thing too. For those who don't know, let me keep it real with y'all in the comments. Most of these dudes ain't getting paid, or most of these dudes ain't getting paid like y'all think they are. Eventually, that's going to be an issue. And you and you know it's going to turn up. It's going to be one good time, and then all of a sudden, that's when you start seeing people flipping out on Adam and all that kind of stuff. Then it's going to be a separation that happens. It's going to be all bad.
And that's the thing. That's why people were offering, what we're trying to get paid under the table from people they were interviewing. They was taking money, like charging out under the table, out of the views of everybody else. Like, hey, I'll bring you on for 5,000.
Yeah,
because it's people willing to get they self put in a bad light just to get the attention. No matter what we think about that platform, they got the leverage, because right now you leverage your views against the artist.
right.
Like, it's more beneficial for you to come over here, even though you don't agree with what's going on. People are just like, man, whatever, integrity, morals, it don't matter. I just need views.
See, what you said there is what it is that there's no line or boundaries for integrity. There is none. So even though we as a culture, we know that the Vlad's platform and like my man said, whole jumper platform, we know that these platforms aren't for us, right? They're to what's the word I'm looking for? Extort basically us, right? And so even though we know that, people want to be famous so bad or paid so bad, they're going to bypass what they know about this platform to become a fixture, right? And then what happens is now we got to look at you or look at y'all and be like, because what happens is you're going to eventually turn on the nigga. Like all these dudes, Crip Mac, 4Extra, all of them going to eventually turn on Adam. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. Right? Whack, it's going to go bad. Whack 102. It's going to go bad. When they turn, we going to be looking like, yeah, but y'all knew. Right? Y'all knew. I remember me and Pun had a conversation. Pun my niggas forever, but me and Pun have a conversation about, well, y'all knew. Because I remember when y'all got on No Jumper, niggas was like, why y'all over there?
Like, what's the
And
point?
y'all turned up, got cracking, and then y'all bounced, and then it's all bad, right? And then with the same dudes was like, yeah, but y'all knew.
Right. And it's like, it's the pros versus the cons.
The pros versus the cons.
It's the pros
Straight
versus
up.
the cons. And it's like, damn, I know she's a headache and I know she's crazy, but she got that fire.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like, how much
That's what I'm saying. It's like I know I'm supposed to be over here, but I'm gonna risk it because girl over here.
Oh, girl over here.
We
Like
all done, hey bro, we all done dipped over there in the jungles and dipped off Nicolette and got everybody had a girl off stayed off everybody had a little thing off Nicolette and dipped over late when you wasn't supposed to be over there and then did something you ain't supposed to do, knowing if you get caught over there it's over. It's sleep forever.
It's like it's risk versus reward. What am I willing to sacrifice or compromise to get this out of it? What am I willing to risk and compromise, sacrifice to get this out of that? I'm willing to sacrifice dealing with a headache, dealing with a crazy girl, dealing with a dangerous neighborhood, because guess what? I know she got that fire and I'm trying to get that. And that you could take that analogy or comparison or whatever you want to call it and put it on different platforms and different places. It's just really what you're willing to risk. Do you value how you look? Do you value how people are receiving you? Or to you, it's just like, it's whatever. I don't give a damn. I'm about to get this out of this.
You know,
and to like a lower level, on a lower level, I did that with the Yam Cam shit. You know what I mean? I knew that was going to be frowned upon by family, wife, and I was like, we're all guilty of doing it. Like, and I say that to say, I'm not
talk about that
blaming
off camera
else.
too.
Like, I'm talking about me. You know what I mean? Even I was like, okay, what's the risk versus the reward? Okay, I need to do this for as long as I can because I need to bounce and do my own thing.
Yeah.
And if this is what it takes, and I look back on it, not much was damaged or sacrificed, but it's still the thought in your head, like you still have to do that in certain situations.
And here's the thing. First of all, you're spot on, right? And that risk versus reward thing is a battle we as humans are always dealing with, right? Whether it's your job, your family, work, your girl, whatever the case may be, we always deal, or business career, we're always dealing with the risk versus reward thing. And I think you get to a certain point, like you and we I think in our lives we're at a certain point where, okay, I'm not dealing with risk versus reward the same kind of way, right? Mm-hmm. Because anything that is, when it comes to my family, my livelihood, my faith, it's not up for debate.
Right. It's not on the table.
It's not on the table, right? Outside of that, if I'm like doing something clowning, that's doing some little stuff here, it's not anything that's not a major disruption to my life, right? I think these dudes aren't thinking of it the same, which is in turn the problem, right? Because if you can comfortably sit on a podcast, back to this again, mm-hmm. and say that me and Rios robbed a nigga on Vernon and I dumped the gun and Rios whatever and that nigga told or whatever, or he did some mark shit and ran and left me. My nigga, you so focused on Rios running, you just told that you did a crime.
Exactly.
On camera.
To try to shit on him. You just told on everybody. Right.
It's an open case.
It's an open case.
And it would be funny if I just made that up. Like, I mean, I did make that story up, but it would be funny if that story wasn't common in like the situation we just seen happen, right? When the news broke about the raid, I started seeing clips of niggas talking that I ain't never seen.
Right.
Because first of all, I don't watch that other podcast.
All the evidence came out.
It came out.
You've been doing this for 4 years?
I'm like, what is going on?
You just did it for 2 months. Oh, you've been doing this for 4 years.
And see which why when you hear about like the feds, the IRS, and I forgot who else. I don't know if it was ATF or somebody. I forgot who else, but it was 3 different agencies, right, that did the raid. But I know the FBI and the IRS, which ain't technically that kind of agency, but I know they do tax fraud too. Mm-hmm. But and tax evasion, I think. But when you hear about
Green and Shaquille O'Neal, they got defrauded out of their money to the charity.
I heard about that. I heard about that.
It's like, that's fraud.
Then you got to deal with that.
You got to deal with that. That's fraud. Then you got to deal with
this. Here's the thing.
But the other thing is like, damn, you messing it up for the other organizations that need money from niggas with money. You burning cats that's willing to give back to the community, and then you burn them, and then the ones who deserve the money ain't getting it because they got burnt before.
That's what I'm saying. So how do you preach that? How do you look us in the face, or look us? Well, I guess a scammer is a scammer. How you look somebody in the face, or look us in the face, and you talk about your community work. And I'm not specifically talking about you in this situation, but also him. Also, how do you look at these people in the face and knowing I'm about to take this money and not do what I'm going to say I'm going to do, and eventually it's going to come falling down. Look, here's the thing: they coming to get you. They coming to get y'all for a RICO charge, right? RICO case. They coming to snatch all y'all up, right? That means they have years of evidence on you. That's when they come get you, right? Right. And then they come get you, and then they find guns, money. They got meth. They have fentanyl. Then they had I think that's for the fourth thing, tangible things. I think they got out the raid, right? And then they talk when they threw the sex trafficking in it. That's a whole nother.
Dude,
That
is so crazy. Like
a whole nother side to it.
From Vegas to here in the food, like, oh man, I
absolutely insane, right? Insane, bro. And it's crazy because first of all, we know these people. Let's start there. You know these people, and I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing?
Lining their pockets. Look, they're lining their pockets. Like if you can go tell some people like you filming in my neighborhood, you gotta check in and pay me, or I'm taking your stuff. The proper thing to do to me is, and I'm not really here like for that, but the proper thing to do
Right,
is like,
right.
if you're gonna be doing construction, are you gonna be filming in my neighborhood or the hood that I claim or whatever? Who are you hiring from the neighborhood? Now, are you putting money in my pocket just individually? Oh, I want to be that nigga with the money. Who's paying me? It's who are you hiring from within this
Yeah.
community? What family are you putting money in their pockets to take care of them? Did you hire 10 people for you to have a shoot over here, a music video, commercial,
Mhm.
or movie? The standard is you have to hire 10 people from our community
Right.
and then help them get their labor hours up where they could get in a union.
Well,
But
here's the
we're
thing.
so greedy and we only worried about lining our own damn pockets.
And you bring up a union. First of all, it got to all be on paperwork. Like, it's like if you are a legitimate business, and if you have a legitimate nonprofit or a business, right, it has to all be certified. Like, because even if I'm paying homies under the table, that don't help when it comes to the IRS.
Right.
Because when they come knocking and looking, then what's going to happen is that now I'm all bad because I'm under investigation, right? Because it's going to be tax fraud, tax evasion, right? And you guys are now out of a job because I can't pay y'all.
Right. But
So it does more harm than it
use
does
your
good in that
muscle.
sense.
Use your
When you can
muscle
just pay
to not be the
LLC.
paperwork.
What you about
Use
to
your
say?
muscle to not be on the paperwork, right? Like I'm saying from the muscles mindset.
Oh, right.
Like I'm gonna muscle this situation. You don't have to be on your muscle, don't got to be on paperwork, but you can muscle and have leverage to say you're gonna hire 10 PAs. Your production company is hiring 10 PAs from the community. These high school athletes, you're gonna hire them. And that's on their paperwork,
Right.
not my paperwork, but I can leverage my muscle and my influence to make you do
Yeah.
something. Not to just pay me. How do I benefit the people around me?
That's so crazy to me, man. I'm just like, damn, it don't even have to be this way. Here's the thing. If I'm speaking on let's take you situation. You are in a very privileged, was in a very privileged situation because your connects and your reach is very far, very wide. If you didn't take the money, right, and you did what you're supposed to do with the money, then none of this will hold up.
None of it will be out.
And to your point, it looks good on your record being who you are if you completely made that 180 change.
Right.
Right? To like doing the football and do the team and all that stuff like that. And then, but what happens is that a lot of us can't let go of the other side.
100.
You know what I mean? A lot of us built our reputation. Bro, one of the hardest things it was for me to do is stop rapping at a time where I felt like I was at my best. Right? Because I felt like, damn, well, who would I be if I done built up so much credit on bad luck? Who would I be if I stopped doing that?
Right.
So I had to deal with that for a long time. Right?
Damn.
And then, and once I got to thinking to myself, like, what you mean, nigga? Like,
You
cool, like you don't have to be that.
You don't have to.
Like you can still be. It's love,
right?
Because I always led with that. That's why it's always love when I show up in places. Because I never was the asshole rapper. I never was not cool. I didn't gangbang, so you couldn't hate me from that perspective of being a blood or being a Crip. I can go in any neighborhood, be cool, from Long Beach to Compton to whatever area, section. I was always good. But I always that insecurity at first had to turn into confidence for like, yeah, let me just be me. What you mean? Instead of the rapper I was trying to be, let me just be me. And then that's way easier anyway. To just be
trying to meet other people's expectations.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let me just be me and see how that pans out. You know?
Oh, I'm not fitting other people's perspective of what I am.
Facts.
Like, what?
Real talk. And life got much easier.
Easier because you're being truthful with who you are. You're being truthful in your walk. It's so much easier being able to tell the truth with who you are by the way you walk. And this is who I am. And this is how I do things. I don't have to second guess nothing because I know I'm coming from a good place.
Right.
I don't have to second guess why I did something because I know I'm not doing nothing out of the badness or anything negative. Like I did that because I thought that was going to help. I'm sorry.
It's almost like you and I shouldn't be here talking about this today because these things shouldn't even happen. Right? It's like there would be no need for a lot of this quote unquote hip hop media today because if y'all start acting right, you know what I mean? Or we can move into more positive spaces like the ones you and I try to build to be, because here's the thing about when people hear the word positive, they think, some of them, not all of them, a lot of them think like, oh, lame or corny, or it's not going to be funny or entertaining, right? And I'm like, no, I just don't want to be arguing with niggas all day online.
I don't want to be arguing with niggas all day long. And also, I don't want to just promote to that. I also want older people to be able to come in and check it out and watch it. And
Exactly.
be like, oh, okay. Our younger people, our women, our men, whoever it is, all demographics, I want them to be able to come and enjoy and be able to get something out of it and be able to be like, oh, okay, that young man's doing a good job. Appreciate that. I don't want them to come over and be like, the hell was that?
Right.
The hell is this shit? I want my mom to be able to look at my channel and be able to support me.
So, and that's for me. And what they understand is, but you got a wife at home. Like, so, and you know, my wife is random. She'll be like, today I want to watch his podcast today. You know what I mean? So if I'm on there like with the yam cam or like with the or talking crazy, she like, what are you doing?
What was that about?
What was that? Hey, that question of what was that about?
Oh, that wasn't me.
That question of what was that about?
I was in character. Go ahead, try to play the role. It's all content. It's just content, babe.
It's content.
His content hand babe. About to slap your content face.
Fam, hey, that's why when you said that, I thought about back. It's funny I put this comment on the screen. I thought about the Mollywood era and who I was in that space because I was with my girl still, right? I'll be my girl. We'll be 4 years married this year, but I've been with her for almost 15 years. So in that space, it was a bunch of like bad luck the character, right? But to her, she was like, "Nah, nigga, what you mean bad luck?" First of all, you ain't even that famous and you ain't even famous and rich enough to be the character from the. So, you know, you try to separate the two. No, both of them niggas live here.
Right. Bring bad luck to the front. Bring it to the front. Bring bad luck to the front. I'm about to talk to that motherfucker right now.
You know what I mean? And so it's a trip. It's like when you think about that, it's like, nigga, you was the same. Anyway, but I had to check myself in those spaces. But I think that kept me. I mean, once I finally checked myself in those spaces and just relied on being who I was, that kept me out of a lot of stuff.
Right.
And it kept me out of now I'm in a space where if I do a podcast with Rios, me and Rio, what people don't know, we be talking about behind the scenes was we were intentional about going into this space and not being like other podcasts where we were going to be arguing niggas back and forth, talking about all the drama and getting into podcast wars with niggas and somebody like, oh, Lucky them said and Rio said this. We were very intentional on not doing that, not being a part of that.
Right.
At all. You know what I mean? But I think you have to set those are boundaries we were setting for ourselves. Mm-hmm. When you do you told yourself, I'm gonna do a morning show, and every morning I'm gonna stay committed, and these are gonna be times and your people can count on you being there in the morning. Because those are the boundaries and the commitments you set for yourself, which people can respect. But all this other stuff is for the kids. I'm not doing that to get myself going and blowing up. I can easily have thousands and thousands of people looking at videos and all the stuff I know. Think about all the access to information that you and I get on a daily about the stuff that people don't be knowing.
Right.
right? It's a bunch of stuff. Here's the thing. It's a bunch of stuff about this raid that I just would never talk about on screen. I've had a bunch of conversations about this raid and different people that wasn't mentioned, people on the run, what's going on, a bunch of stuff you be hearing about. I'm not talking about none of that.
Yeah, because look, it's not nothing that's for the camera. And also, this is not even how I operate on the daily. I'm not going to act like a person on this camera that I don't act like when I walk out the door.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to be something I'm not. These people be saying all kinds of B's and this dude is this and I'll fade you and I'll fade this and let's fight and but that's not even who you are. You ain't in the liquor store just calling women B's.
Which is hard to, it's hard because once you become that and you put that mask on, then you got to be that.
You got to be that. You ain't just walking around calling brothers out for fades. That's not even you.
I remember back in the day, right? I used to hear talk when I used to talk to old like musician friends or people that were in the game before me. Some people did R&B, some people did soul. Mm-hmm. They talked about how it was a marketing thing to tell people you were single, right? Even people that were married. Yeah. So you remember that? It used to be on movies and stuff too. Mm-hmm. They would always market them as single or just not married. You know what I mean? Or don't have a girlfriend, right? And if you realize the psychosis of what that does to a young man or a young woman, being on this road, you popping, touring, you away from your other half, right? And you start acting as the character, right? It's like a mental thing that happens where if you tell yourself, if you act like I'm not married, then what would I allow the girl to do when I take a picture with her? Is she trying to grab you some certain kind of way, or she take a picture with you? And everybody know the inappropriate hug that women do sometimes, that men do to women sometimes, right? Yeah. And that would allow for that to happen if you don't have that space of like, I'm married, or I'd have a girl, or whatever the case may be, you know? So people would act out as such. So if I told myself I'm bad luck this character on Mollywood, I'm drugged out. First of all, I was drugged out all the time. I was mollied up, but if you were in that space of just being high all the time, turned up, younger, horny all the damn time, just like turned up, right? Then nigga, of course I had to get all that shit out. I almost lost my girlfriend at the time. I almost lost my girl living that kind of life.
Right. And the rug will get pulled from under you because at one point it's going to be like, no, you're going to have to show me you are this. Yeah. You know who's a good example of that right now? Probably on the biggest platform, probably the most visible ever, is Drake. Drake started believing his lie.
Yeah.
He started believing he was who he said he was. Did you forget you acting?
Yeah.
And then let me expose you from a real perspective, a real point of view of reality that I've lived. And that's all that was just a comparison of what was real and what was fake. And let's put them up against each other. Let me put them up against each other in front of the world to see. And let's let the world decide what's real and what's not.
And before that, the expose of Drake, he believed, to your point, he believed it so much, you tried to fight from the premise of a quote unquote so-called real nigga. Mm-hmm. And it got bad for you because everything you did, the reaction, responses, the little things you did, it wasn't no sign of a real nigga in sight.
Right.
And now you got to hear the voice from the people saying, Drake, that wasn't you. Go over there and keep the party going, nigga. That was you.
And it's not even saying that you're not talented and you're not great. You are a great musician. You are a great talent. But sometimes you just misstep and get a little bit out of bounds. But hopefully you didn't go too far where you can't get back on track. You know what I mean? And then, like, I don't mean to do that to you, Tati, but that's Tati's guy. She loves Drake, and that's bomb. He has fans. You still have life after death, dude. Like, keep going, keep moving. But let's find who you are and stay there. I think you could even do even better.
Right. You say you have to let Tati know we're not
trying to shit on Drake, Tati.
Hey, Tati, I've had enough of this live stream.
He said that's why he got everybody hoes.
Oh, yeah. Wait, this what he's gonna be doing this live stream? I'm gonna have enough of them.
Sorry,
I've had
Tati,
enough
I'm
of this
sorry.
guy.
It is not Drake bashing, but it was just an example of just
For
like
sure, for sure.
when you start believing you are something that you're not. You know what I mean? Like, nigga,
Right.
like, why do you even want to be like? If I would, the last thing I would want to be was a tough gangster if I had money.
Bruh.
That's the
What?
last thing I would want
The
to be.
furthest thing you want to be.
A tough gangster. I know it comes with that shit.
Man, you know, I used to tell people, I used to do interviews, right? I used to tell people all the time, like, it seemed like the rap world or hip hop culture got the world thinking the ratio is mixed up, right? And what I meant by that is that they think like in the hood, in any general hood area, it's way more gangsters than there is cats like myself. But it's way more cats like me, right? Because me, I didn't gangbang. I chose not to gangbang. And we all did our little things. You had your you sold your stuff, you did your little crimes here and there, whatever. You probably did a couple of things. But you didn't fully embrace what that was. I'm talking about Cali gangbanging. I can't speak for nobody nowhere else, right? But it's way more people. And I heard Glasses say this, not to jump topics, but he made a good analogy one time. He said, when you talk about gangs in LA, Long Beach, all these areas, right? He say, when you think about a hood, like think about for your section, where you was at? You was in the 20s or Insanes?
Insanes.
So let's say Insanes, right? So, and I'm not splitting them up. I'm saying babies or Insane. I'm just saying Insane as a whole, right? If you think about how big Insanes is and how big 20s is, if you take 100 niggas, right, it's really only about 10 that are ones kicking up all the dust. I don't mean that them other 90 is marks. I don't mean it at all. I mean, niggas is gangbanging, niggas is fighting, they doing all that stuff, right? But every hood got a monster, right? But if you notice, every hood can bring up a nigga, they just be like, yeah, nobody messed with him, right? Every hood got that. when somebody loved their hood so much, they just dedicated to terror, right? You know, that guy exists somewhere. Right. But in the grand scheme of, because we was talking about that too, we was talking about as deep as the 60s is. And no disrespect to no hood. But my nigga, I can name you, I think maybe 10 names that have forever rung the city. It's since I've been a kid. Right? It's 10 names that for sure. Now, I'm not saying everybody else wasn't tough and wasn't doing their thing. I'm just talking about people, you know, to put your hood on the map, it was a very small amount of niggas that did that.
And to put your hood on a map, that's a lot of work that has to be put in.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
A lot of
For
work.
you to be known, that means you done went to the jails, the prison, the pen on back to set this staple as you one of them niggas. So for you to be one of them, it ain't a gang of them. From one section. You understand what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. It ain't a gang of them. I remember I gotta find that song too. I did a song years back. It's called Ain't No Kings in Cali. Mm-hmm. It was referencing that same kind of, because, you know, in California, they ain't no one nigga that they'll be like, oh, he run California. Right. What? Well, as soon as you cross 2 more blocks, there's another nigga that want to kill him. Right? You know, in any direction. Same thing in Long Beach. Right? It's funny. People talk about Long Beach like it's a separate state. Right?
I
LA
was
niggas talk
about that. Like,
and vice versa, they talk about LA like it's a different state. You gotta cross you gotta show your passport to get to LA from Long Beach.
Right.
But
right.
But yeah, it's like it's really only a certain amount of people that ring them names off like that. So what it shows me, it's way more me's than it is them.
Yeah.
It's way more Lux than there is a Big U.
Right.
It's way more Lux than there is a whoever your neighborhood nigga is, or whatever the nigga got a name. It's way more me. It's way more people that just be like, I'm a cool nigga. I like women. I like cars. I like to get money. Now I'm like, oh, I'm older. I just want to chill with my family. It's way more people that don't want no problems.
Right.
Nigga beat you up.
You want to live
but
a good
at
life.
the same time, I don't want no problems.
Right. Like, I don't want no problems. I just told the chat the other day, I was like, I hope I could go my whole life with never having to fight again. I don't want to have to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be mad.
Dog, who want to do that?
Who wants to be that? Walking around with a frown
Unless
on
you're
your
a boxer, who wants to do that?
I remember when I first met Ayana, she used to be like, "Why is your face crunched up?" Like
Oh, just mad, huh?
like my eyebrows would be like up here. You know what I mean? Like she like, relax your eyebrows. Like, and then something that I literally had to work on, and it was just like, you really walking out in the world with a
You have to
chip on your
learn how to
shoulder.
relax.
You have to learn how to relax, and it's a way better life. Like, I don't want enemies. I don't want to have to be out here doing that type of stuff, and that's the shit that's promoted.
Yeah.
And the more vicious you are, the more of a man you are. Versus the more you take care of your family and your neighborhood and your community, the more the man you are. It's like,
And that's crazy. The more vicious you are, the more of a man you are. That's crazy.
that's crazy. Like the more of a crash out, the more crazy you are, the more respected you are. Versus the man who could destroy the whole city that doesn't. To promote what's good. That's like in the show Punisher, right? Like Punisher, he was all day long, he beating down brick walls with a sledgehammer. Every day they called him the Gimp. And then you see him doing this all day, every night. That's the dude you want to talk shit to?
Right.
That's who you want to be like. Hey, you don't want no problems. You talking about this nigga that's been hitting this brick wall with a sledgehammer for 12 hours today?
Right. Leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Let him be in peace. Because that's when the real monsters wake up.
Hey, the good point right here. Motherfuckers that's really capable of destruction don't want to be on that. Learned that in MMA.
Right. And those people have the most patience.
Hey, that's a fact. Hey, some of my most, what I deem as my most dangerous homies. When I'm saying dangerous, I'm not talking about just pick up a gun and ready to do anything. Yeah. Those are crash shots a lot of times. But some of my most dangerous hand-to-hand niggas, they don't want no problems. They don't. They really, here's the thing. They really are trying to, two things. They're trying to protect you from them and protect themselves from themselves.
Right. Because you think you're about to get into a fair one. Oh, we just gonna catch a fair one. He's thinking like, how can I not kill him? How do I not go to the red zone and stomp a mud hole in him where I can't look at his brother no more?
Ain't that something? What you just said, you made a good point. You think it's a fair one. It's not fair.
Because where I'm willing to go, and I'm not saying me, but that beast, where that beast is willing to go,
yeah,
will make him smile. And you will look at that shit like it was the most disgusting thing, but that's his happy place.
That's what makes it sick and dark.
You want me to be that, like
a very psychotic individual.
Like, oh, you won't like me when I'm angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. I'm guaranteed. Y'all are knocking on the Hulk's door. Leave these fools alone. And
I realized when I got my black belt in Taekwondo, I had realized that what?
I read the chat.
You said what? You read the chat? Oh, okay. But I realized when I got my black belt, I realized when I got my black belt in Taekwondo that I had to learn how to control my emotions and don't just attack people. I was real quick to attack. I'll jump on them, right? And I had to control myself because I realized how much of a weapon I was walking around. So
yes.
It's like you got to learn like your restraints. How do you restrain? How do you yourself? How do you because I'm always like looking for an angle or looking for and me looking for the angle, that was kind of like, so I did take a couple of grappling courses too. So that was me looking for an angle, but I didn't get too much. I didn't get too far in belts. I think I got up to like a purple belt, but I didn't really get far in that. I kind of let it go. But my Taekwondo really was, really good with the agile kicks and stuff like that. I don't like to show it and talk about it a lot. This is my first live, so it's my first time talking about it here.
There you go.
I'm glad you guys were here to see. One day I'll do a whole live stream and I'll teach you some moves, some techniques, whatever. So you, as women in here, that you protect yourself when you're on a date. A good roundhouse, set the tone for your date. And
how's your roundhouse now?
I'm sorry?
How's your roundhouse now?
Oh, what? How my roundhouse now?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, very swift.
Who taught you Taekwondo? Where did you practice? Where did you learn?
Here's the thing, and I don't want to see. Okay, I don't want you to take it as a joke. First of all, right? There was a guy. Wait, were you okay? There was a guy who used to teach karate in our old neighborhood, but what he did was he was like a legendary figure. I want to say his name because when I say his name, sometimes people start to be like, "Oh my God, he learned from." I don't want to say his name, but he used to teach us from a youngster coming up. Me and my brother, right? But my brother kind of bowed out, started getting into another kind of life, and I just stuck with him. So he used to always teach me moves and stuff. When I would leave the house, I act like I'm going to school, and I would cut through the alley, and he would hold classes in his garage.
Okay,
It was like a neighborhood teacher that the kids we knew, but we didn't really tell the parents because the parents didn't want us learning violence. So I just stuck with him, and we kind of learned that kind of way. And from then on, I eventually took some courses as I got older, just touch up kind of courses.
Okay.
No, not like courses like you would think, sit in class and do paperwork.
Yeah.
Right. I called them courses because they had to be identified as courses. So the people on campus of the school I went to, yeah, it was different. They had a dojo on campus, and we kind of got down in the dojo and kind of learned some things. So, but that's enough about me and Taekwondo.
You're very well rounded.
I'm not sure if that was a joke or not.
No, I'm saying.
Anyway, I was serious.
And the things you know, you're very versed in a lot of things. You're a well-rounded person.
Yeah, man. You gotta be. You gotta be. I think. I've lived a life to where I want to experience many things, right? And I always had to be quick on my feet. So I might as well add weaponry to that. And instead of, I don't like tangible weapons a lot of times too. So what I did, I learned to turn my body into a weapon, and that's
in many different areas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I want to know. I got a question for you. So if you were to, I know you're very advanced and you're very well versed in Taekwondo and in turning yourself into a weapon. What would be a character or a superhero that would be similar to the traits that you have?
A character out of a movie?
Or comic books, anything like what would be like a superhero that has like your kind of skill level that you would equate yourself to?
Okay, that's interesting. Wait, you talking about a real character or a made up character?
You choose wisely.
Okay. Who would I compare to my elite athleticism in Taekwondo? It's not a lot of people who did Taekwondo on TV though.
What about Chuck Norris?
I'm sorry?
Chuck Norris?
I didn't like Chuck Norris style. He was trash.
Oh, shit. Oh, shoot. Okay.
In real life, he wasn't trash. I mean, he won a couple of belts. But his characters made him trash because he always lost on TV in movies. Okay. I don't want to be a dude represented as a loss. I'm sorry?
Van Damme? Jean-Claude? He was flexible.
He was flexible. And Bloodsport was my movie.
Bloodsport is a legendary movie.
It's one of the greatest movies, but I don't know if I would. Is it Jean-Claude? I would. It's very unique. I don't know if I would compare myself to that. I don't know.
Okay.
Because my size makes me different also.
Right.
I don't know if you noticed.
It could be a mixture. It could be like a Butterbean Anderson Silva mix.
Interesting that you would say that.
No, because you're saying because of your size. And I was saying it could be your size, but you can still be like Anderson Silva.
Yeah, but maybe. Okay, not a Ken Shamrock.
Oh, I forgot all about Ken and Frank Shamrock.
Not really Ken, and then not really
Tank Abbott.
like I said, my grappling techniques was almost Gracie like.
Oh, shoot.
Almost.
Oh, you're a threat. You're
Almost
a threat.
Gracie like. But you know,
you're an absolute unit.
yeah, because I don't want to disrespect another man's or woman's style of martial arts. And I feel like if I put the pressure of putting the way my skill level,
Pressure of your weight. What did you say?
no, I said the pressure of my skill. That's funny you heard that, but I said the pressure of my skill level on another athlete
is not fair.
or warrior, however you like to see me. Then I think it's an unfair thing to tackle. You know,
Yeah,
it's unfair. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to do.
If I was going to pick, you know what I was going to say?
It's funny. I never asked you if you were going to pick, but please.
I was going to say Daredevil. I was going to say Daredevil because
is that a joke?
No, because he has a combination.
Like you blind, you must can't see yourself.
Well, not the blind thing and not the hearing.
Okay, got it. Okay.
But
because that's kind of like the thing.
No. Because he has a combination of a bunch of different
styles,
practices.
Yeah,
that he's gotten good at.
Maybe I'm more so Shang Tsung
from Mortal Kombat.
Yes. I don't know what the problem is.
That was a great answer because Shang Tsung was also somebody I always used as a character in Mortal Kombat.
So you like my style?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Shang Tsung is vicious.
Okay. That's good.
Was there ever a time where you went too far and you were like, you know what, I can never
with karate?
Like with your skill level, where
yes.
it told you were like, you know what, this is unfair for everybody else, and you had
absolutely. And I do want to say once again, I spoke on camera about this one more time, so I'll say this once again. Rest in peace again, also to that person. Sometimes I'm a little too passionate, but I'm so glad we're past that moment. Also, that's pretty much where I would. That was a lot. It was, and sometimes you just don't know. Like, so I remember Bruce Lee when he was teaching his 6-inch punch, right?
Oh yeah, the pop, the where he do the boom.
Yes, when he was teaching that punch, I was telling him you should maybe make it 10, move it back 10-inch, right? Because I was trying to explain to him the velocity and the trajectory of from 10 to 6.
Right. That extra 4 inches.
Yeah, pause. Yes. And I was trying to explain that to him, but and at the end he pretty much won the argument. He showed me and displayed where that worked much better, and it looks better on camera also. But if you guys got to see the 10-inch punch, then that really would have shook the world up.
Destruction.
Yes.
I as a kid, Leroy was my favorite.
Leroy from
Bruce Lee.
Yep. I'm like a word. Okay.
That's the ghetto coming out.
Like, say, my man, what it look like?
What it look like? Follow your pizza to Daddy Green Pizza. Follow your pizza to Daddy Green Pizza. Hey, man. Oh, shit. What I was going to say is, do you remember when cats used to wear those ninja shoes? Back in the day?
Cats? You talking about me? The karate shoes? What?
The karate shoes? They had them at all the liquor stores.
You know the karate shoes are ninjas. The karate shoes, right?
Yeah. With the orange bottoms.
With the bread. Yeah.
As soon as the nigga put them on, the nigga start kicking.
Hey, that did not help with technique.
Oh man, every kid in the hood thought they did karate and thought they was a ninja. Bruce Lee had niggas pulling hamstrings and all kinds of shit. Oh man.
Hey, who was your favorite? I would say martial artist, actor, or performer. You talking about television and movies?
Television and movies. Well,
Yep.
when I was young, it was for sure Bruce Lee.
We got to. I think Bruce said it's unfair. That's like saying Michael Jordan for niggas playing basketball.
Okay.
So because it was Bruce. That's what it was for everybody.
It was Bruce.
But who came next? Anybody that
now it's the dude Donnie Yen that plays Ip Man.
Wait, is that his name? Because he's fire.
Ip Man.
That's supposedly was that who taught Bruce Lee? The story of Ip Man. I mean,
the story of Ip Man. Yes. So
okay, not the actor. I mean the story of
Yeah. But the actor, I like Donnie Yen. But maybe I should. That's also a connection to Bruce Lee.
It is what it is. He's an individual who fights and got hands.
He's vicious.
Now, what you think about one of my favorite movies, On Bak?
Oh yeah, Ong Bak is vicious.
I forgot my man's name. He got the he
King
fights. What's it called?
Queen Schwab?
Style of, what is it?
Queen Schwab.
What's his name?
Queen Schwab.
Oh, okay. I didn't know his name. What's the style of fight he does? It's
Ong
like
Bak?
knees, elbows. It's really like knees, elbows, and like
kickboxing.
no, it's not kickboxing. It's another name.
What's the Asian form of kickboxing? Muay Thai.
I know somebody here though.
It's Muay Thai.
What is it?
Muay Thai.
Yeah, Muay Thai. Muay Thai. Yeah, for sure. Muay Thai. Yeah.
Quan Schwab.
I remember
He did Muay Thai.
On Bak had me in a choco, bro. On Bak 1, 2, and 3. Really, he's vicious.
He's vicious.
Hey, Jet Li was one of the coldest.
Jet Li, Jackie Chan, but no one really respects what Jackie Chan came around and did.
I don't know why, because I think you know why though. I think because he infused comedy with it.
But it was his movements with the stuff around him, right? He would use like jump through windows, climb up, use chairs, and that. Like he was vicious with adding shit to it. But the king of everything, who will whoop everybody, Steven Seagal.
Yeah, that'd be a no for me. That'd be
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal. No.
Everybody
that
knows
wasn't.
Everybody
that wasn't a real
knows
thing.
That wasn't a real thing. Everybody knows it.
Steven Seagal was not a real thing.
Yeah, I have a video of him beating up 17 people in real life.
I got a video of him singing reggae. You never seen?
He's multi-talented, dude.
You never seen him sing reggae?
From his bone snappy techniques. Like the fact that he sings reggae might make him even more deadly.
Hey, this right here is a fact.
What?
On screen?
Let me see.
Michael Jai White would literally whoop almost anybody.
Not Wesley Snipes.
You got to chill, bro. Michael. Hey, people don't know this. Michael Jai White, I think he's maybe mastered like 5 or 6 styles.
Yeah, probably. But
he really is one of the coldest, bro.
I know who will whoop him though, for sure.
Who?
No one's talking about this dude. He doesn't get enough recognition either. He definitely don't get enough recognition as in the fighting style and the skill level.
Danny DeRusso?
No, not him. The dude who used to beat up Dragonfly Jones.
Wait. Oh no, he was cold. You know,
Kenji used to beat up
Kenji.
The one who used to beat up.
What's his name? Kenji. On Martin's name, Kenji. Oh, Martin. Was he good for real?
From what I saw.
No,
he's
what?
Undefeated against Dragonfly Jones.
Kenji.
He's a Dragonfly Jones. All you owe the money.
Do you think? Okay, hold up.
And don't try to shit on Karate Kid like that, because that movie had you in a chokehold as a kid. Don't even play like 100% Karate Kid.
1,000%.
And when you found out he was a goober, how disappointed you were in life.
But here's the thing, though. No, here's the thing. I never thought he was good. Because, hey, if you think about it, bro, see, now this is the thing that's messed up about modern times, right? Is that we get to go back and re-evaluate things, right? So if you think about the Karate Kid, right?
Yes.
He literally he got his ass whooped in the beginning, right? And then met Pat Morita. What's his name? What's his name? In the movie, his name is in the movies. Mr. Miyagi. Met Mr. Miyagi, right?
Was a predator.
And then Mr. Miyagi, he cleaned all his cars, and Mr. Miyagi put him in training, right? So the duration of the movie was him in training.
Yes. No, not in training. Him fixing everything at the predatorial guy's house.
I'm sorry. The duration of the movie was him being a janitor or a maid. He was a slave to Mr. Miyagi. He was a white slave to Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi said, I'm going to show y'all about these encampments and these camps y'all put us in. I'm going to take this shit out on you.
Look, hey, everybody talk about all this transatlantic slave stuff. What about Danny LaRusso?
And he was a straight forced into slave labor. Wax on, wax off is how it goes.
Hey, they like
down. Up, down.
Hey, they're like, yeah, Jim Crow, Slim Crow. Look, what about Danny LaRusso?
You want to know why he won?
That's messed up.
Slave. He won because he was built strong like a slave. He was doing slave labor.
Hey, if you built the house in 2 weeks, I'll win a tournament too.
These little white kids ain't never been slaves. They don't know how to beat them.
Duh. I gotta be dying laughing.
Oh shoot! Yeah,
if I built your house in 2 weeks, I win a tournament too.
Right. I'll turn these two.
That's funny.
Everybody else compared to me is a tuna can. Oh shit!
Oh man!
And then we all
good old white slavery.
The other funny thing is we've all beat up a karate professional.
You said what? What'd you say?
As kids, all of us, every single one of us has beat up somebody who thought they knew how to fight and thought they knew karate. And then they found out that shit don't work.
Right. Right.
Oh, you think you're gonna leave your leg in the air and you gonna beat?
Hey.
They start looking at their hands and their feet like it's not working. Like,
so many people tried that. First of all, hey. Could you imagine the first nigga who tried that outside the theater? He probably not even here no more.
Hey, you know what else is funny? We all had that one cousin who would turn into like a WWF wrestler when they get mad. They'd be like,
start shaking the ropes. Ultimate Warrior.
Like, oh, he's mad. We got to go, guys.
Hey, you know what was sad? Was funny? Do you remember when the Ultimate Warrior got old?
Yeah. Yeah.
He did like a light jog to the ring.
Light jog, back was all messed up. Like, y'all could have left that in the backstage, man.
Y'all should have started him halfway. Why you got to run all the way from the back?
Do you remember when what was his name? Dang. The old man who's go, ooh, Ric Flair. Do you remember when he had a heart attack in the ring?
No. I mean, I remember seeing it. He had a heart attack in the ring?
I don't know why I'm laughing.
I don't know why you laughing. I don't know why I'm laughing.
I don't know why I'm laughing. Yes, he had a heart attack in the ring. And they thought he was like just playing or whatever, but they had to like really take him out. He had a heart attack.
What?
Mm-hmm. You know what was a sad day in my life?
When Owen Hart died in the ring?
No, when I saw my tough cousin get beat up. The nigga I thought was tough get beat up.
Wait, what happened? Wait, you know why I pictured that? Because, let me tell you why I pictured that. First of all, I didn't even see it. I started laughing. Let me tell you why. Because it seems like when you with somebody and they get beat up or hit, why they look at you first?
I've been exposed. Not in front of my little cousins.
Hey, what happened with your cousin, dog? I gotta hear what happened.
Your cousin
What
was
happened?
tough, and then they get bullied and beat up. You like, oh shit, I've been scared of a nigga that ain't even that good.
Wait a minute. This didn't go how I thought it was gonna go.
So look, we playing basketball, and I'm not gonna say no names. We playing basketball, and this cousin is an older cousin, and he's cool, tough dude. You know what I mean? And so we playing, and as we're playing, this other dude is like being disrespectful, and we start looking at the cousin like, "Hey man, why you why you letting this nigga get that shit off of like he's like that, man? You ain't doing nothing." And he started looking at us. And now that I remember the look in his eye, it was like the look of like, I'm gonna get my ass beat. Like I gotta do this because they here. I can't not fight.
I'm too deep in.
All these little niggas is here. They gonna go home and tell. Oh, shit. And so yeah, like we pumped him up because we thought we was like, you don't want it with our cousin, such and such. Yeah, and such got hit so hard that we told him to stop. He was like, no. Got back up. I know. Oh shoot! And the walk home was like, why you didn't do what you be doing to us?
Dog.
You know, you be thinking niggas is superheroes and shit. The nigga was like, he was stronger than me.
Dude.
Why y'all?
I'm trying to imagine the conversation
shit, nigga,
after.
He beat you up, nigga. Like, what was we gonna do?
Hey, dog. One of the funniest videos ever, man. You see old girl in the car
Who?
with her little sister, and she going to go fight some girls.
Yes. What? They gonna beat you up? What they gonna do to me?
That was that story right there.
They gonna beat you up. What they gonna do to me?
They're gonna beat your ass. You know what they gonna do to me?
And she put her seat back.
That was pure fear, bro. She laid back in the seat when they pulled up.
Oh man. Hey, that's one thing I would say, man. Growing up in the hood,
Oh, dog.
I have so many funny stories.
That's too funny.
Like so many funny stories, man. Like, oh my God, like so many experiences in the hood that I just love so much. Great memories, man.
Yeah, man. So you never learned? Oh, so you didn't? Okay, you didn't learn karate.
No, I learned karate through TV.
Through who?
TV.
You learned? Okay, so you never really learned karate. Okay, got it. Okay.
No, I said I learned it through TV.
I know. I'm saying so you never really learned it. Got it.
Who's a better teacher than Bruce Lee?
You were talking about Bruce Lee?
You know Bruce Lee fought in Long Beach.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Once again, I asked you. That's a fact. Once again, I asked you the question.
Yeah, not refuting that fact. Not refuting that.
That's not part of argument. Hey, if you did learn, like, oh, first of all, let me ask you this: if you could master one style of karate, martial arts, what would it be?
The one where the dude be like waving his hands and he throws energy at you.
Is that chi?
Chi, whatever it is.
Is it called like chi or something like that?
He be having his students and he be just throwing his hands, not touching them, and they be flying all over the place. I would master that.
Ain't that fake?
Not to me.
Dang.
Not to me.
That little 2-second pause.
That's what I want to learn. I want to be the best at that.
Duh. He said, "Hey, no, wait, that's the wrong comment right there." Oh, here you go.
Shoot.
He said, "Nigga talking about Dragon Ball Z."
That's the one I want to conquer. I think it's real.
Oh man,
That's what I want to do. I want to do that one. But if I was to do one that's local, a local one that like I
that nigga
can,
said Tybo.
Billy Banks.
Billy Blanks, bro.
Hey,
Is he still alive?
if you ever watch those videos, man, you see the people in front are killing it. But have you ever paid attention
Yes,
to the people in the back?
people in the back. They having a hard time, bro.
They look like me back there.
He said Tybo.
Oh shoot. They look like me back there kicking their legs, man. It would be Muay Thai. Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Let me see. What would I do? I would. Okay, other than Taekwondo, because I've obviously mastered that. I think it would be. You said Muay Thai?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. See, I don't
It's
want to
either
let
Muay
my.
Thai or sumo.
I'm sorry. What you say?
It's either Muay Thai or sumo for me.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was a.
Sumo wrestling.
I got it. I wasn't sure if that was a joke or a jab.
No, that's a real sumo wrestling is a real.
No, I
you
know
how
that.
they
I'm
get
saying I don't know
treated
why
out
you
there?
said it. I don't know if that was a joke or a joke or a jab.
No, not a jab. Quite possibly, but I would be a sumo wrestler.
Hey, let
Do
me
you know
ask you
why?
this:
You know why?
Is that
They
considered?
get treated like kings. They get to eat all day, and they get treated so well.
Is that
By
considered a
being-
martial art?
One of the heavier ones.
Eonda?
If I could be one, I would be the king of sumo. Because those dudes, they get treated like freaking royalty.
Really? But don't they? I wonder how they live though. I mean, I guess
Like kings. Like they don't have to do nothing. Like they do practice and stuff, but they have to eat a certain amount of food. They get the best food. It's the best.
really.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'll tell you.
So
this,
you would be
sumo wrestlers
so
get
on Street
treated
Fighter.
better
You would
than
be E
any-
Honda.
Oh, I
If
would
this
be
was Street
Honda.
Fighter, you get to pick character. You would be E Honda.
In Street Fighter, my character would either be out of E Honda or
I can't believe that's an option. But go ahead.
E Honda or Blanca. That's an
Damn, Blanca would be one of my ones.
That's electrocute. Chung Li, base is cool, but I would do E Honda or Blanca because you could kind of like cheat with them. It's like a cheat code with those two.
Oh, do the electricity thing all day.
Yeah, you do the thing where he flies at you with E
Oh,
Honda,
yeah,
the
yeah.
head fly.
The
and then you
electric-
just follow it
electric-
up with the
Oh, the hand slap. Yeah, and then electricity. I think
electricity.
I remember they put up Street Fighter Hyper Edition, and you get to throw the Sonic booms all day. Sonic.
Oh.
You throw the
Sonic
rings. Yeah,
Hey,
I
man.
definitely wouldn't be E Honda though. I'm too skinny for that.
Yeah, I see that. But
I'm glad you see
if
that.
you want to be treated like a royalty, sumo wrestler is the way to go.
Really,
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm not.
I can't
joking.
wait till I learn how to do all this stuff on this live stream stuff.
All you do,
Well, I mean, but this layout is different from yours, right? So
yeah.
even with, I would maybe have to do it to YouTube some kind of way, but I'll figure it out.
Oh, you know what? I want to hit this. I'm about to hit present real quick. I want to see what that does. Oh, I could present files to you.
Yeah, for sure. That's why
Let's
I put all
see
my
what that
files,
does.
video, JPEG, whatever. Put them in there, bam, and they'd be ready to pull up. And I can switch to window view. I don't know if you got the view on your side.
Let me see.
You got the views on the bottom of the window?
No. Only you
Okay.
have that. But
I can
wanna
switch the
see if you
views.
Try to add this.
I can switch the view. See?
Oh.
Let me know when you put something up.
Put it right here.
Oh, I'm definitely going to ask ChatGPT also, for sure.
Did you see that I just put in the chat? Can you click on that?
In the chat?
Yeah, on the side. There's like a little chat on the side.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Let's just see if it opens up in here.
Oh, see if I can put the link in it. Let me see. See if I put it in
You
there.
can do Google Slides and everything in here. Oh yeah, this is presented so you could like present real shit. Oh, okay.
Well, I would just have to share the screen, right? Let me see. Share screen share is easy with 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. I can't. Oh, 2 minutes. Screen share. Computer, sunscreen. Okay. I would have to have that downloaded already.
Oh, okay. Oh,
instead of playing like a link
already set up to go
or I can share a screen and do different monitor. I don't have another monitor.
Oh, okay.
You know, you got 2 monitors, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have to have a different monitor to do that. But
endless opportunities though. I like Streamlabs. I mean StreamYard. It's like I like how format.
Bro, it's super dope. It really got everything, like, especially for a beginner like myself, everything's all up front. I mean, other than like knowing how make people mods and stuff like that, I just got to figure that part out. And I'm not getting monetized yet since I'm so early, so that's nothing I got to worry about with super chats and stuff like that. But
no, wait, go to my name right now. I'm gonna say something. And
go to your name where?
On YouTube, where I put Ace Boy Rios, where I put hi. Click on my name.
Wait, you said where you put that at?
In the YouTube chat.
Oh, let me see. Hold up. In the YouTube chat?
Mm-hmm.
What YouTube chat?
This is on YouTube. You're live.
Oh, I got it. I got it. My bad. I clicked on your name.
And now it should give you options of what to do. Be like, it says make moderator.
Where? No, it don't.
No? What does it do what does it say when you click on it?
Let me see. Let me click on somebody else. Click on Tafashe. Let me see. So, bam, it just say, I can hide the comment, pull it back down, and they got a star to make. I want to start making a favorite. If I put a star by the name, what happens? I don't know what that means.
It should have like a little drop down of what it says.
That's funny. That's exactly what happened in Blind Leading the Blind.
Yeah, I know what to do. Let's do this.
That's funny.
Just do this. Oh man, I had a good video too.
I'll figure it out, man. I ain't gonna know right now, but I'll figure it out.
So how often are you gonna do this, man?
I want to do it. I'm glad you hit me today because I wasn't thinking of doing it today, but I do want to jump on at least maybe like after you get off of because I'll be up in the morning. I'll be back home from like getting my morning stuff going, but maybe want to start after you do your show, after you do your AM show. I'm starting like 9 or 10, maybe like 9. Yeah, maybe 9 or 10, whatever, to get like an hour in. I know we went over. We almost damn near went 2 hours almost, but maybe do like after the AM show, and I could like, just have my little morning talks and stuff like that. Start the day off, whatever. But maybe like I'm not sure about how much consistent or how like do I want to do every day or every other day. I'm not sure.
Look,
because the fact that I'm still trying to work it out, still trying to figure it out, you kind of get to a point where, and I don't have a lot of people in my chat, so like I may turn to go live one day, and I may have like 3 or 4 people in here, which is cool. I gotta build it up anyway, but I also just want to get more subscribers. I gotta stay more consistent, and then I'll figure all that out, and I'll build it up to where it needs to be. So I'm probably gonna go on right after you go at 9 o'clock. I probably do every morning though, really, just to try to be consistent. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Why not?
Because I want to start streaming live. Plus, it's always something to talk about. Every day, there's something going on.
Exactly. Exactly. And then once you start figuring out how to pull up reaction screens, the display or whatever, you're gonna be cracking.
You said what? Yeah, for sure.
Once you learn
mind you, I got all that stuff here. Like I wasn't planning on going live this morning until you called me. I'm like, oh, I forgot. Let me go live. and I usually have like, I got my files and stuff. I can put in a little, present button.
Yeah.
Sorry, present button.
Yeah.
And I can bring up files, talk about different things like that. But I knew I was already talking about the raid stuff, and I knew that would carry for a little while.
Yeah.
Where I don't have to really do that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start. I want to start being consistent with it. And also I got a ton of friends and ton of homies that I can bring online.
So many
dope guests. You know what I mean?
Not as cool as me, but
You said what?
Nothing.
Oh no, but you my first guest, bro. What you mean? You did the other day too.
Huh?
I'm bringing you on for sure. And I figure, here's the thing. Technically, I would have you on all the time, but I know you already fresh off your early morning. You've been up since 5, get it in. I don't want to try to have you doing my show right after. I don't know when you gonna get some sleep.
Oh no, this is the only time I'm doing it.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Wait, what? What? I'll be trying to, you know what I mean? Trying to give you a break.
This is the only time I'm doing it. You don't want me? No, that nigga's feelings get hurt. Oh, yep. No, this is it. Taking my ball home. Give me my basketball. No, this is dope, man. And I'm gonna do whatever I can to support you. Whatever you need from me, I'm all about it, man. And if you need a monitor or whatever, like we gonna get it going, man. It's all good.
I'm definitely going. I have a before we go, I am going live. I'm live streaming today at 2:00. I got my boy Curtis King coming on.
I saw that.
I'll be talking to Curtis. I gotta go in here and make a flyer. I'm not good at making thumbnails either, so I'm about to go in here and try to make a thumbnail on the flyer.
So before you do that, like if you don't have a thumbnail that's like that you like or whatever that you want to use, just before you go live, when Curtis is there and you are sitting or whatever you guys are doing, wherever you at, be like, hey man, about to go live on YouTube, such and such.
Oh, you hit that list, right?
Add the link to your story, so all your followers can see, and they'll click the link and go to your live.
For sure, I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna try to make a flyer also, but I'm gonna also do that too. Yeah, so I want to actively start remembering to do that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
because
saying?
that will tell however many people are watching your story that this fool is actually live right now. And you have a ton of Instagram followers, so it's gonna be a lot of people to see that shit.
Man, I'm gonna do that today. I'll be on today at 2:00. But I got some, like I said, I got topics this time. I got topics ready. I got files ready to present and all that stuff like that. So I'm gonna be interested. It's gonna be interesting to see how I'm gonna get that going. But even after the Wake 'em show, I'm be coming on after you do the AM Wake 'em show also.
Okay.
Start getting my, I'm gonna start building this thing out and I want to start getting my, my reps in.
Yeah, for sure.
Start going daily,
like
get on here daily. So
consistency.
What you got going today? What other than outside of this?
Probably go take a nap. I'm not eating until the sun goes down. I'm only eating one time a day. So I wait 24 hours before I'm eating, trying to get back in shape, lose some weight. Pick Xander up, and then I got to go the Ace Boys Worldwide tonight.
All right, that is Fridays. I forgot about what time you do that.
9 p.m. is when it's supposed to be. They don't, they don't go live to like 9:30 or some shit.
Right. Okay.
But I'm only doing 10 hours. I'm only doing 10 hours because 2 hours because I'll be waking up at 5 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, and then
I'm about to say
I'm not about to be up for 24 hours.
Yeah. So you got to calm that down.
Mm-hmm.
But if y'all in the group chat, man, if y'all haven't subscribed to my page, subscribe to my YouTube page right now. I need more subscribers. I need y'all. I need the community to come in and mess with me when I do go live. I need y'all talking back, interacting, joking. The way y'all do, I need y'all to do just what y'all be doing because that's what I fuck with. You know what I mean? Right. The way y'all get down, the way y'all community are, I'm rolling. So I need the support. And me, like I said, my commitment is to be consistent. I'm gonna just keep going, be consistent, and I want to bring y'all dope content just as the days go by. So I'm in it to win it, man, straight up. So you know what I mean? Like the video. If you haven't liked the video, like the video. And I'm glad y'all leaving y'all comments because and y'all are hilarious. There's a bunch of stuff I missed that I couldn't post. I can't post every comment, but I've been seeing a lot of comments in here. Also, come on.
Let's go.
Oh, what's up, babe? And yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Straight up, like the video, subscribe, man. Fuck with me. I really want y'all to really, build this out with me, and I appreciate y'all for real. Like real talk. You know. You too, Rios. You've been really cool.
Man,
You've been
I'm
really
cool.
you've been a good dude. You've been really supportive and really, you know.
Hey, you know, I do what I can, man. I'm just here. It's just living life online, man.
Hey, you sound like you about to pass out.
Oh, we good now? Look, I'm over here. You over here, Mr. Miyagi and shit.
You good now, look? All right.
Did I do good, sir? I do good.
Hey, but I appreciate you, man.
Hey, all good, man. I'll see you on Monday or whatever. We'll chop it up. Hit me up, text me, call me, whatever. But shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody. I'm out. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Peace, my brother. All right, y'all, man. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me, man. I really appreciate y'all for doing that. This was super dope. It's always good to get with my brother Rios, man. I appreciate y'all. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video. And I'll see y'all. Well, if y'all ain't doing it at 2 o'clock, come by 2 o'clock. I'll be up there. I'm be doing my video with Curtis King. I got a super dope thing I got lined up with him. And I'm gonna try to be at it every day, consistently, after the wake up show with Rios. So yeah, I'm be at y'all. I'm be on y'all. Straight up, man. It's love. Peace, man. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to learn how to mod up, too, because I got a couple people I know for sure should be mods because y'all be in there doing the one, too. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to get at y'all. Peace.